Happy 2021, everyone. I'm Heidi Lindemann. I'm a therapist with my own private practice called Self-Grounded Therapy. And today I just wanted to offer a little reflection on how we can work with our own parts around this new year and reflecting back on what happened in 2020 and what is to come in 2021, and to really provide a space where you can check in with yourself. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I really enjoy IFS, Internal Family Systems, which is parts work and guiding through some internal connections with ourselves. So today I just want to offer you that space. I've been hearing all kinds of things about 2020, some people talking about 2020 being the worst year ever. I know there's been a lot that's happened this year with the pandemic and with racism and with the unfolding that has come up in our society in the United States of America. And there's all kinds of stuff happening all around the world. And I've also been hearing that there's people who have been blessed this year or have found gratitude even amidst all of the uncertainty and the unknown world that we've been in. So I've just been seeing a lot of posts and hearing a lot of things about people kind of on both of those spectrums. And it got me thinking, what would it be like to really tune into ourselves and reflect on what happened this past year and where we're going? So I just wanted to offer that space to you all. So to start with, just find a comfortable space to sit in, a way that your body can be comfortable. Maybe sit on the couch or laying on the floor, your bed, in your favorite chair, wherever you are. And just allow yourself some time to slow down and to just tune in to hear. So I'd invite you first to just notice yourself. Notice how your body feels, however you're sitting. Wiggle around. See if there's any tension in your shoulders or your back or wherever you might be holding some tension. Just shake it out a little bit and see if you can allow your body to become a little more relaxed, a little more comfortable. Just inviting a space to turn inward. And just settle into your space. And take a few deep breaths. Just creating space inside for whatever is there. Just breathing in and out. If it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes or you can keep your eyes open. Whatever feels right to you right now. And then I'd invite you to turn inward, to start noticing any sensations, any feelings, any thoughts that are coming up when you think back on 2020, when you think back on what this year has been like for you. Tune in to see if you can identify if there are particular parts that are coming up. Maybe there's a really strong thought. Maybe it's one of like, oh, I really hated this year. Or maybe there's one of, I felt really disconnected this year. Or maybe I felt really lonely. Or maybe I felt really grateful that my communities figured out how to stay connected. Maybe it felt sad to not be able to see friends and family as much. Maybe you feel resolved or just content or checked out. Just check in and notice anything that's coming up and welcome it. Any thought, any feeling. See if you can tune into one thought, one feeling, and say, hi, I see you. I notice you. Yeah, you're right there. And just breathe and allow that thought, that feeling, that part of you to come forth and express itself a little bit. Providing acknowledgement for whatever that thought or feeling is. That was a real experience and feeling about how 2020 went. Just let it know that you hear it. And as you hear that thought, that feeling, that part of you, see if there are any other parts that need to speak. There might be a lot of them. Just see if you can tune into each one. Just welcoming it, acknowledging it. That's all you're doing right now. Just noticing any thoughts or feelings about 2020. And with each thought and feeling, welcome it as a friend, as a guest, saying, "Hi, I see you. I feel you. I know you're there. You matter. Thank you for showing up." And just see if you can create room inside for all of your parts to come up. Any part that has anything it needs to share or say about what 2020 was like. Just do your best to listen and to acknowledge whatever is happening. There's nothing that needs to change or shift about any of it. It's really just about acknowledging and being aware of what this experience has been like for all parts of you. Welcoming them all in to be heard and acknowledged. And just spend some time with each one of them. Whatever feels intuitively right to you and your parts. Letting them all know you hear them. You recognize them. And each one is important. Each one is valid. And as you listen to all your parts, see if there's anything that they might need from you that you can offer to them now, or that maybe you'll offer to them later. Anything they need when they've been bringing up all of these things about 2020. Whatever needs are there, let them know you hear their needs. And however it feels right to you, see if there's a way to meet any of those needs now, or if you can meet those needs sometime later. Sometimes our parts just need to be heard and validated, be understood. And then see if they'd be willing to give some space so you can shift into another area. And if they aren't willing to do that and they need you to hear them more, go ahead and stay with them. If they are willing to give some space, you can start thinking about the year to come, about 2021. and seeing if there are any parts that have anything they need to say or want to express, or any feelings they have about what 2021 might be like. Maybe there are some parts that are holding some hope that we might end this pandemic. Maybe there are parts that are still feeling really depressed, or parts that are really tired and need some rest. Maybe there are parts that are anxious about what might happen when we're able to be with each other again in a personal way. When life again shifts, maybe there's some fear around the unknown. Just notice anything that comes up when you think about 2021 and what might come. And tuning into your parts as they're sharing their thoughts, their feelings about 2021. Welcome each and every one of them. Greet them and say, "Hi, I see you. I feel you. I feel your hope about what's to come. I see that you're really hurting and you need somebody to be with you. I see that you're anxious and you're not quite sure what to do. I'm here and you're not alone." Whatever your parts are coming up with right now, let them know that you see them. You hear them. They're not alone. You're going to be right there with them through 2021. And just allow them to speak to you, to be heard, one at a time, whatever needs to be said. And as you're listening to all your parts and what they're saying, as you're welcoming each one of them in, see if any of them want to share anything about what they might need as they go into 2021, into this new year. Just listening to their needs. Let them know you're hearing what they need, where they're at right now. Just breathing space for all of them. See if any of the needs that they're saying can be met now in this moment with your presence, with your care and your compassion. Maybe their needs are a little bit bigger and go further. There's more support that they need or that you might need to help meet their needs. Just acknowledge that too. Let them know what you can do and you're willing to do. And breathing deeply. See if you can sense some gratitude inside. Gratitude that your parts showed up, that they shared with you, no matter what it is they shared, from the pain to the joy, to the gratitude, to the elation, to the despair, whatever happened. See if you can cultivate some gratitude inside for hearing and knowing that that's what's going on inside of you with these parts. And just see if you can send a little bit of that gratitude to your parts. Maybe you can send a lot, but maybe they can only take in a drop of it. Just see what feels right, and if you can send some gratitude and thanks, a little bit of love to your parts, because they matter, each and every one of them. To any parts that have anything that they need to say about 2021, let them know you're thankful that they shared what they did. To all your parts that shared about how 2020 was for them, let them know you heard them and you're thankful for what they shared, for letting you know them a little bit better. And when you feel ready, start taking a couple of deep breaths. Start noticing your body again, making a gentle shift back into the external world. Maybe you're feeling your hand, you can wiggle your fingers or your toes. Start feeling your body wherever you're sitting or laying. Just noticing your body again, coming back into the room. If your eyes were closed, you can open them and let your eyes just gaze gently wherever they need to fall. And breathing back into your space. And if it feels right, and you might want to take some notes or jot some things down, maybe some things that your parts said or things that your parts need, things to follow up on, just ways to acknowledge what just happened for you. And if you are in the state of Colorado and you're looking for a therapist, I have space in my practice and would love to work with you. Feel free to reach out at selfgroundedtherapy.org. Also, would love to hear from everybody and anybody in the comments below about maybe one thing that you're taking from 2020, or one thing you learned about 2020, and one thing you're going into in 2021. Love to hear your experience and how that was for you. So feel free to leave comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to continue to get notifications of when new videos come up. And I will be back and talk with you soon. Share another video soon. Happy 2021.